free and dive into the sky. Hear the wind crying out its prayer while we're so ashamed to be alive. Break the chains and our freedom's ours to take.
So here I am up at my mate's place, Jimmy's. We're about to head to Grafton to see again what the town's like, as in livable. He's thinking of moving up there, and we just wanted to check out the town. When we're up in Grafton, we tend to stay at the showgrounds. They've got a $20 a night campsite, powered that is, so showers, toilets, facilities, and this is our little hideaway for the weekend. So once we set up, we head off on the bikes. We find this the best way to explore Grafton, and we can go to Grafton and a couple of little towns outside of Grafton on the bike. Things aren't too far away. It's all fairly flat, so it suits my fitness level at the moment. So yeah, and it's fairly friendly, I find, riding the bikes around. We've been up there twice before, and not once have we been hassled by traffic or other road users or other people. It's just a really laid back, beautiful little town. Quite interesting too, the rail goes straight through the centre of the town. I'll show you later. I do a drone fly over a very unique bridge that leads up to the overpass you just saw. So riding around exploring is quite thirsty work, so we stop in at a local pub. Beautiful view over the water, and we decided we wanted to watch the Knights game that was on, the Newcastle Knights game, but they didn't have the game on TV there, so we asked the bartender and sent us around to this other pub so we could actually watch the football this afternoon. Beautiful little pub, quiet. For some reason, and they did tell us, but there's a crocodile you can see up on the roof there. No crocodiles in Grafton, but they decided that they wanted to put this crocodile on the roof. I'll find out the reason why and tell you in the next video. So heading home, decided to join the local video store, grab a video for the night, and head home and cook ourselves dinner. And pour ourselves a couple of glasses or a couple of bottles of red. So the next morning we head out exploring again and come across this unique tree with a huge root system that they've built a wooden footpath over the root system. Reason my mate wants to move up here is he says that if you can grow mangoes, you can grow anything. So we headed out to one of the surrounding towns, come across this little nursery. My mate heads straight inside for the plants and trees, and I go down and have a look at the animals. You know, plant's a plant to me, but to my mate it is everything. So yeah, this is like an old style nursery. We got to talk to the lady who owns it, and Jim used to actually own there's the air conditioning system. Jim used to own a nursery up at Taylor's Beach. Still got the land, but the nursery's closed down, so this is his world. Not really my world, but you know, mine's about animals, as you see. Not really interested in the plants, fish. the different animals around. We come across some goats, but yeah, beautiful little nursery and lovely lady that runs it. And this little fella gravitated towards my feet. So now we're heading back into town and come across some macadamia trees and decided to pick some for later on.
We lose our sight.
This fella couldn't care less about us.
We lose our sight
So we decided to stop for some refreshments.
of this material world, of things that fade away.
And as we normally do, stop and buy some local produce, pecan nuts.
Keep coming back,
And it's an honesty system for payment.
keep coming back, keep coming back.
Came across this old butcher's shop that tacked onto one of the local farms. The local working prison. So stopped again for some local produce, tomatoes and garlic this time we're after, and again an honesty paying system. As my mate said, some of these honesty pay systems work in towns and some they don't. Beautiful old church. One of the pavilions in the showgrounds. So time for a nice home brewed coffee, specialty of Jim's. So we tried out some of the local macadamia nuts we picked.
We are dreaming in the dark. We are nothing more than dust. Search but you stay.
We'd also stopped off at one of the local markets and picked up some passion fruit and bananas, and this is our lunch.
But we're making this to work.
We stop at this vantage point for this beautiful bridge. As you can see, the cars are driving across the top, and underneath the level below the cars is where the train goes, and the train line goes straight through, and there's a little dog leg at the start of the bridge, at the finish of the bridge to go over. But yeah, very unique bridge.
That's the part you always show. You're too curious. Maybe you should take it slow.
So you can see that's construction site there just in front of the bridge. That's where they're building a new bridge, and it'll follow the same line, come across and then tuck back down in the town, and at the end of it there's a set of traffic lights, the first in the town of Grafton. A bit of a controversial issue.
We're dreaming in the dark. We are nothing more than dust. You search but you stay lost.
Search for you, stay lost.
We're reaching for the stars. We're making this to work. And I wonder where you are.
It was a little bit odd driving over this bridge. I felt for some reason we should have been where the railway line is and the railway line over the top, but yeah, that was just my feeling.
I wonder where you are.
So now we decide to get the bikes out and ride across the bridge. So this is from the Grafton side going to Grafton South. The XBT had it stopped while we were going through Grafton station. So we set ourselves a little bit of a challenge to find this globe. BCF, no. Super cheap, no. And then this electrical wholesaler, yeah, had them in stock. Quick stop to try the local coffee. So on our way back to the showground, my mate wanted to stop and take a photo of that scene so he could paint it at a later date. How are you guys? A mate of mine, Jimmy, put me onto this plant, aloe vera plant. I got fairly dry skin on my arms, a lot of sun in my younger days. Motorbikes, living in New Guinea, loving the beach. Anyway, I've looked for some product that looks after my skin. I've tried a few things, and a mate of mine who knows a little bit about natural plants put me onto aloe vera. It's just a stem he broke off, gave to me. It's quite simple. You cut it, and you can cut it in, I tend to cut it in slits so I can look after it. You see this in here, this is the actual part you use. Looks fairly icky and sticky and whatnot, but to go onto your skin, I just rub it in. Try and break it down a little bit. Got some hard bits in there, you got some jelly bits in there, and I just virtually rub it into my skin. The thing I like about this is, even though it looks like it's sticky and gooey, once it dries, there we go, there's a good dose of it, it feels like you've just washed your hands in water. It leaves, for me, no residue, no after stickiness. Once it's dry, and yeah, it just seems to work. You know, if I use a hand cream or something, works for the day, have a shower, wash it off. I do this about now every probably 3 to 4 days, and not just on my arms. I'll get some out now, put it in. Apparently it's good for burns, so I have my face, my ears. Yeah, I've got wrinkly skin anyway, but you've got to deal with what you've got to deal with. Now once that dries, you get the lumpy bits off. It works. It's just a natural product that I think is one of the best ones I've found, and it's not that I'm trying to just push a natural product. And as you can see, it's just a branch straight off his aloe vera plant. I'll wrap that in Glad wrap to preserve it, and there's my piece, and I'll just keep on cutting pieces off as I need it. Wrap the end in Glad wrap. Use everything I can, a bit more. So yeah, my little tip for the day.
So thank you for watching our video, we really appreciate it. Come join us on the journey, either through Facebook, Instagram, YouTube or our website.
With generous support, we would not be able to produce these videos, so please go to our Patreon page and support us, or go to our YouTube channel and subscribe. Thank you.